Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and beautiful little subscribers out there. And how I love you all, so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you most deliciously. So, what do we do? 3, 2, 1, my juicy little lads. Come on, little lads, shine bright. Okay, they're shining. Well, they're not. Hold on. Just one moment, my delicious little babies. Hold on. I don't know what's happening with these. The work. Don't know. Maybe if I drop them. Oh, there we are. There we are. They're on now, my delicious little babies. Okay. Try and keep them on somehow. Okay, my delicious little babies. So what's the time, Mr. Wolf? So it's nearly what is it? Nearly 2:30 in our old England, my delicious little babies. On this wet and very grey day. My delicious little babies. Yes. Okay. And yeah, it's rather chilly outside. It's been peeing down with rain all night. And yeah, that's what they like to keep giving us smart delicious babies now then. Which leads me to the first video, and I hope that life is treating you most deliciously. Okay, my little lovelies now then. So the first one, this upload happens to have 1.33 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies, and it's called, so some of you may have heard of this uploader. Me personally, I haven't, and when I was looking for the videos, I happened to come across this one. This happens to be 12 years ago, my delicious little babies, this video. I made sure I put that, there we are, in brackets. Okay. It's called Arjun. I'll just spell that for you. I'll have to spell all this for you, my delicious little babies, most of it. Capital A, then little writing, R-J-E-N. So that's Arjun. I presume that's how you pronounce it. Capital V, Van, then space, I think it's a little D there, D-E-R, Von der, and then space, capital H, Horst, H-O-R-S-T, so that's little writing, and then a capital H, space, foreign, space, C, correspondent, capital F for foreign, capital C for correspondent. This video, my delicious babies, so I'll just repeat this again, all in spaces. Arjun van der Horst, foreign, correspondent. Okay. Now then, I think the last video is uploaded, I think was about 9 days ago, and well, you see some of it's in foreign. Okay, my delicious babies, you know the titles. This video should read, and it's nearly 7.5 minutes long. Floods in Somerset. This is not a natural disaster, but man-made. Okay, my delicious baby, so I'm going to repeat this again for you, shall I? Floods in Somerset. This is not a natural disaster, but man-made. Okay, my delicious baby. So yeah, and this is what he's explaining, because you see, for anybody who is not familiar, you know, to do with England, well, Somerset is actually classed as, well, it's super duper posh, and it's also classed as, you know, a wonderful place to live, you know, to bring up families, you know, and things like this now then, okay? But going back those years ago, well, there's appeared to be floods. Now, I happen to be talking about other places, like on past videos to do with Cumbria, you know, and things like this. Now then, well, of course, it's you know, it's ding ding dong dong common sense, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Because, you know, if all it's going to do is just flood and just, you know, pee down with rain, my delicious little babies, well, you're not going to get any crops, are you? There we are. It's ding ding dong dong common sense. So I'm not, you know, being sarcastic to you, my delicious little babies. You know what I mean? It's just quite obvious, isn't it? Because it affects everything. Okay. But I've always said, there we are, there's another hidden agenda. And we get back to it again. Why should we have to buy all our food and everything from all different places? I mean, none of this, I do not feel we should be doing at all. You know what I mean? But we know what the crack is. There we are. We know what's been going on. Okay? What's going on? Do you know what I mean? Martelish babies, okay? More handles. Okay, Martelish babies, but well worth a little listen, you know, to, you know, with anybody not in that way, you know, with your man there. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, he too, you could hear him on the video. He's just done telling it. There we are, the way it is, Martelish babies, okay? Now the next one, Martelish babies. So should anybody, sorry, happen to have any form of an interest, please and thank you, take a listen. It will help as well, you know, for farmers, you know, who's never heard of this man before as well, you know, to hear, because, you know, farmers are just going through all the shout, aren't they? You know, without farmers, you know, there we are, then we cannot eat, because, I mean, how many cannot grow things? Do you see what I mean? Okay, it's a right effing mess, man. There we are. That's what this is, Martelish babies. It's one big effing mess. I'm not going to swear today, Martelish babies. Sometimes, you know, I really feel a need to swear. Do you know? There we are. Do you know what I mean, Martelish babies? And this is nothing that you and I, you know, have done anything wrong. Just like other countries, it's not their fault either. You know, who live in other countries, Martelish. We all know whose bloody effing fault this is. Okay, Martelish babies. But yeah, you see what they do. And I'm just convinced as well that not only want to F everything up, okay, but they also want a flipping land grab. There we are. That's what they do, Martelish babies. And when they're not doing that in other parts of the world, they burn everything. The putrid, man. Okay, Martelish babies. Now then, the next one. This uploader happens to have 642,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay, and it's called, so I'm pretty sure you'll know who this is, okay, and once again, never came up on my feed. You know, I was looking for other videos to advertise today, my little beautifuls, to you all. Doctor, so it's capital D-R, then a full stop, capital B, Berg. So, you know, E-R-G, it spells, and then space, capital S, shorts. Okay, Martelish baby. So the video should read Dr. Full stop, Berg shorts. Okay, Martelish babies. And the title simply says, this will pee you off. He actually spelt it out. Okay, Martelish babies. This is nearly 5.5 minutes long, Martelish babies, and this is to do with born in the USA. So it's to do with American Martelish babies anyway. And what's this about? So your doctor here now is explaining that the poor beautiful little cows. I love animals. Okay, Martelish babies. Okay, yeah, you got 2 handles, haven't you, Martelish babies? I love beautiful animals, but yeah, they've been fed, you know, let's just say not so very nice grains, my delicious babies. And what is the consequence? When one's buying something that it says on the package that this is organically, for our beautiful dear little cows, that they're organically grass-fed, which he's pointing out, there we are, Martelish babies, as others have, there we are, over the years, it's nothing, there we are, but a load of bullshit. Okay, Martelish babies. See, it doesn't matter what you do, Martelish babies, okay, and then if you notice that sometimes they'll have a lot of wind, okay, you see, I know, there we are, what the crack is, there we are, do you know what I mean, Martelish babies? Oh, there you are, oh, yes, I do. Do you know what I mean? I've known, there we are, long time, okay? So when they say, oh, organic, I mean, I said what? Well over a few years ago now. I said, this is all you need to do. Quack, quack, go it. And just, you know, type in the truth about organic. You know what I mean? Okay, so, you know, so how can one patch, there we are, be organic and another patch, there we are, not? You know, that doesn't make any sense, does it, my delicious babies? And there we are. Anyway, I'm just done saying it anyway. I'm a bit in peed off mode today, my delicious babies. I'm not in a very good mood. Okay, my delicious babies. Now then, so does anybody remember our lovely, oh bless her, you know, not in that way, our lovely Amy Winehouse? I've seen the video of our dear lovely little Amy, bless her. When was it? Was it a few days ago now? Okay. Yeah, and I looked at her, was it her final concert? And I tell you what, my delicious babies, I've got to be honest, okay? My heart really, there we are, went out to her. You know, she kept holding her arm and, you know, she was really upset on the stage, my delicious babies, the kind. And at another point, she, slipped over, bless her, you know. I just felt so sad for her. But of course, that's what these kind of, there we are, industries do, don't they, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? Yes. Anyway, just thought I'd just talk about little Amy, bless her. You know, I hope that, bless her beautiful, dear little soul, that she's resting in peace, you know what I mean, my delicious little babies. Anyway, the final video for today, my delicious little babies, this uploader happens to have 80,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? And it's called capital L, this is the uploader, then a little U, so it's capital L, Lou, then space, capital M, and then the rest in little writing, amazing. Okay, my delicious little babies, I'll spell it for you, Mazing, Lou space, amazing. Okay, my delicious little babies, I've never seen this one either. Okay, before. Remember Corey, is it Coney Haim? You know who this dear actor was, my delicious little babies, the Lost Boys. Okay, my delicious little babies, it's not a long video. He was right all along. Yes, my delicious little babies. Anyway, that's all the videos for today, my delicious little babies. And then also with Corey Coney Hames, he too was another one who, bless, number one, very sadly, you know, his life ended, didn't it, when he was 38. You see, you have to look at the ages. There we are. This is how they play things. You see what I mean? My delicious little babies, but it's not a very nice game, is it? No, it isn't. But he too was another dear actor who only had, and bless our lovely dear Michael Jackson, with anybody, like I say, not in that way. He only had lovely things, so we are to say about our lovely dear Michael Jackson. Do you see what I mean? Do you see how many years it takes, my delicious little babies? There we are, for the truth to come out about things now, do you see? Okay, just amazing, isn't it? When, for so many years, our poor lovely dear Michael Jackson, there we are, was slated, no end. You know, and let's not forget about those little sharks who, and the mummies and daddies, there we are, who got paid a lot of ka-ching, ching, 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 to really say appalling things about, there we are, our lovely dear Michael Jackson. Okay? But he too was warning everybody, wasn't he? There we are. It's just, this is what I'm saying. Anyway, and for others of you, you know, if you're interested, I remember Roseanne Barr, you know, Roseanne Barr, my delicious little babies. I think, what's she up to now? Is it 611,000 my delicious little babies on YouTube? Okay, she has all different conversations and everything, my delicious little babies. I was listening to one of her videos this morning, you know, dear Roseanne with a dear son, blessed, you know what I mean? Okay, and she does just tend to, there we are, just say things now just the way it is, okay? But once again, it's another very good listen, okay, to listen to her videos with her dear self and her dear son, okay, on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay. But yeah, she just talks about all different things, okay? So if anybody's interested, everybody knows Roseanne Barr. Anyway, I remember, from decades ago, do you know what I mean? Okay, she was funny. And she's funny now, you know what I mean, with her personality. She just, it's sort of like a dry, you know what I mean? But she could just say something, okay? Drop something out, okay? And it's dry, but you still laugh. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? Of course, she's very serious as well, about what she talks about as well, my delicious babies. Anyway, so that's that. So yeah, so I put up some shorty videos yesterday, okay? But anyway, I was crossing a road yesterday. I've just got to quickly tell you this, my delicious babies, okay? And there was this silver Golf. I could not catch the car reg, my delicious babies. But I tell you what, that car never wanted to stop. And I was crossing a really quiet road with my beautiful, delicious little Rube Tuesday, because my very beautiful and delicious little Maisie Moo can walk us out. And I'm crossing the road, my delicious little babies, and this car never wanted to slow down at all. Of course, yesterday, my delicious little babies, I had, there we are, more spas, there we are, than usual, my delicious little babies, because it goes quiet for a time, you see. So what pees myself off is that I'm spied on, there we are, when I'm outside, and then I'm spied on when I'm in my home. So there's just no effing getting away from them. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. I do not even want to say go and bother somebody else, because I feel sorry for anybody who's like myself, been effing spied on every bloody 5 minutes, 24/7. I'm not shouting at you, my delicious little babies. It's enough to pee anybody off. But if I hadn't to come out the road, I'm convinced that silver Golf would have run myself over and run my beautiful little Rube Tuesday over as well. Just didn't want to stop. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Mind you, I've heard that, Silver's doing well, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Maybe that's what it's all about, you know what I mean? I'm just getting wrapped off with it, my delicious little babies. There we are, I genuinely am. I'm just getting really peed off with it. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. Because like YouTube, you know what I mean? What they've done is they've decided to, figure of speech, you know what I mean? I don't mean in literal terms, but, to strangle me, my channel I'm talking about. Okay, my delicious little babies. So at the end of the day, whoever the spars are, because it's obviously something to do, there we are, with my channel. It's got to be. I cannot spare a thought for anything else that it could be. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay? Well, do you not feel that they're getting their own way, my delicious little babies, okay? Because nobody views my videos anyway, that doesn't bother me. There's always somebody seeing, there's always somebody hearing. There we are to what I'm saying, my delicious little babies. Now, the other thing I want to say, anyway, so if they thought they were going to run me over, you know what I mean? Well, it hasn't worked. Okay, my delicious little babies. So anyway, yeah, it's very serious. There we are, when somebody will not slow the car down. Anyway, so I'm walking back through the park with my beautiful little Rubes, and because there's been graffiti where the bridge is. It's been there for years, actually, my delicious little babies, okay? There hasn't really been any fresh graffiti, you know what I mean? Anyway, some of the writing, you can work it out, and others you cannot, you know what I mean? But if you look at other parts of the world, my delicious little babies, well, they've got a lot of graffiti as well. So it seems that none of us are, exempt from a graffiti, are we, my delicious little babies? Do you know what I mean? It seems to be flipping effing everywhere. Anyway, but there's a part down when I was walking back with my beautiful little Rubes, and I did a shorty video. I did a shorty video with the graffiti as well, my delicious little babies. Anyway, But when you're walking back, there used to be like, like a stream. Highlands in a stream, that is what we are. Okay, that used to all be a stream. But all it is now, it looks like a square. Exactly the shorty video that I put up. Okay, there we are, my delicious babies, okay? And then I showed you the other side. So all I did is just turn the camera, do you know what I mean? Show you the other side. So it's sort of been swallowed up by, the greenery, which it does not appear seems to be looking so green these days, my delicious little babies, do you know what I mean? Yes. It's quite strange how it's just in a square. There we are. That's what I'm pointing out, my delicious little babies. I never noticed it before. But like I just said, but I remember when that all used to be a stream. You know what I mean, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so that's the end of my video. So yeah, I'm here to live another day, my delicious little babies. You know what I mean. So I haven't been run over or anything as yet. Okay, my delicious little babies. Anyway, it's really not funny, is it? My delicious little babies when cars just refuse to slow down. Okay, so wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, please have super duper delicious time. You only get one life, my little honey bunnies. Sending peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to each and every one of you. And may your beautiful little selves, your beautiful little families, may you all be fully protected. Yeah, there's not much talk. Sorry, one last thing. There's not much talk to do with, it appears, Mexico. You know what I mean? My delicious babies, it seems to sort of come. Oh, stumbled there, didn't I? My delicious babies, rightfully so. Seems to come and then it seems to go. Do you know what I mean? Maybe ones, there we are really understanding now, really the complete bullshit about it all. Okay. And in reality, is this kingpin, is he really passed over? Just have to ask ourselves questions. There we are. It's all about questioning. There we are, at all times, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? But this is what YouTube do not like about my videos, my delicious little babies, you know what I mean? Because you do question things, don't you? Okay. And if you listen to our dear, oh bless him, not in that way, our dear Gareth, capital G, space, capital I, Arc. Okay, I think he's up to, what is he up to now? 57.3 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. He's uploaded because I am subscribed to everybody, not everybody, my delicious little babies. Rather selective of who I subscribe to. I just try not to be subscribed to a lot, my delicious little babies, okay? That's just my choice, you know. Otherwise, it's just too much, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying, okay? Yeah, and he's talking about the latest with to do with, we don't like this word, my delicious little babies seem to hear an awful lot of it, you know, over the decades and years, you know, especially in the past 5 years, my delicious little babies, very sadly. So may all of dear beautiful souls, not in that way, may they all rest in peace. And he's talking about the latest dying bill, yeah, in our old England, my delicious little babies. I mean, it's absolute, I tell you what, it's rife over in Canada. You know what I mean, my delicious little babies, yes. It's just disgusting, man. It's just putrid. You know, who should live and who should pass. You know what I mean? Who the effing hell has a right to say who should live and who should pass? And what is it that I heard on another video? And genuinely, if I could remember it, I'd tell you it, my delicious babe. That just came into my noddle. Yeah, to do with that, you know, for anybody who's, bless them, you know, I do not mean this in the wrong way, but anybody who's overweight, okay, oh yeah, you know, to do something, to give them drugs or whatever this is now then, okay, to make them slimmer so that they can work. Can you hear this nonsense now? There we are, my delicious little babies. Why don't the ones who rule things now, supposedly, okay? Why don't they get off their ass, the ass and work instead of sending all of us out to work, Martha-lish-lick babies. That's what I'm just done saying, isn't it? Make me damn sick, man. But somebody, you know, we need to have a stop put to this. You know, ending somebody's laugh. It's really awful in Canada, Martha-lish-lick babies. Do you know what I mean? So what is it if you get a bit depressed? Oh, that's all right. Just euthanasia. Cheeky effers, man. There we are. Really cheeky effers. You know what I mean? The whole lot pees me off. I'm not going to say no more, Martha-lish-lick babies, because you know what? I just get so flipping angry, man. I really do. Okay, Martha-lish-lick babies, so please, peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to you all. May your beautiful little selves, your beautiful little families all be fully protected. Okay, please look after yourselves and please try to take care of others. Okay, we are in a bonkers, crackers, and crazy world. And I'm not annoyed with you, Martha-lish-lick babies. I'm just not in a very good mood today. Okay, Martha-lish-lick babies. So till my next video, you just look after now. Thank you so very much for listening. Thank you for any views, for any likes, for the occasional comments. Love you all. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.